Welcome back to the channel. Hey, I used to hate myself, but then God showed me my true self and He gave me purpose. I just finished writing all this down in the journal, as you can see. It's like 4, maybe 5 pages. I'm just gonna go ahead and read it to you now. I imagine that everyone deals with some sort of self-hatred, if only for a moment. I get the feeling like a lot of people are suffering because they don't know how to love themselves. They are struggling with abandonment issues and possibly generational trauma, passed down genetically from their parents. I struggled with loving myself for years. I didn't like my skin color, my hair, my home. I wanted to be someone else. I didn't want to be Philip. I didn't want to be black or brown or African American or have African American hair. And truth be told, I'm still learning how to love myself. I'm not the best at loving myself, but I'm doing my best to have empathy for myself and others. To be more patient and kind to not only myself, but to others as well. Because you never know what battles a person is facing internally. They could figuratively be standing on the edge of a cliff in their mind, contemplating unaliving themselves, because the exhaustion they are feeling is just too overwhelming. They may feel paralyzed by the pain of feeling their emotions or the emotions of others. As humans, I realize that we are like a lot of things, but one thing that comes to mind is sponges. As humans, we are like sponges. I believe we absorb the pain that our loved ones feel in hopes and with the expectation of healing them and or taking away that pain. But then we live with them. They being the sponge that they are, they feel your pain and genuinely want to help you be more at peace. And so they subconsciously, unconsciously, and or consciously absorb that pain that's within you, and now you're hurt, now you're healed, but not really, because they are hurting internally and or externally. Not okay, but not really, because they are hurting internally and or externally. You hurt internally right along with them because you're super empathetic. For years, I believe I would ignore my inner self-hatred for my whole identity, in hopes that the self-hatred would just vanish. But the self-hatred never vanished. It stayed. I won't go into much detail about my family, but I never saw or knew my dad, and I didn't have a stepdad or a real father figure in my home growing up as a little kid, and that affected my self-esteem. It gave birth to a type of self-hatred. That was there, but it wasn't. Growing up, I ignored the fact that I also wanted a father like all the other kids. But not having a father in my life gave birth to an eternal father. A father that won't ever die. He'll grow old with me because he has always been inside my soul. I won't ever have to let him go, and if I do, I'm okay with letting him go because I have this deeply profound knowing that he'll always come back. But deeper than that, he'll always be with me in my mind and in my heart. So if he goes away, he, in a sense, is still with me because he can't leave me. He loves me more than anything, and this eternal Father I speak of is our eternal Father. If you know, you know. Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 6, King James Version. Be strong and of a good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. For the Lord thy God, he it is that doth go with thee. He will not fail thee nor forsake thee. This same promise is echoed again in the New Testament King James Version, Hebrews chapter 13, verse 5. For he hath said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. And this part is, I wrote this down because it was insightful, but it's from ChatGPT, not myself. And ChatGPT says what it means, what those scriptures means. It means God's presence is constant, not based on how we feel, what we've done, or what we're facing. His love doesn't walk out. His presence doesn't pause. He is with us in the valley and in the victory. And my own personal symbolization of that last sentence, he is with us in the valley and in the victory. I wrote this down, my own personal symbolization of that last sentence. He is with us in the valley and in the victory. The symbolization I wrote for the valley and the victory is this. The valley symbolizes times of doubt, times where we feel alone, times where we are scared and or hurting. The victory symbolizes the victory. If you've ever had a victory, then you know. He is with us in the valley and in the victory. Yeah, it's my journal, by the way. Gifted to me by some wonderful, wonderful people. Just a little bit more about myself, and how I think, etc., so, there you have it, I used to hate myself, but God showed me my true self, and he gave me a purpose. He gave you a purpose as well. May not feel like it sometimes, but you know why you're here, and if you don't know, then you will. Just stay patient, Patience is a virtue. But anyway, I appreciate, admire, value, and respect your determination and your focus and your transparency. You know what I'm saying? God sees you. You know what I'm saying? I may not physically be able to see what you're doing, but God allows me to tap into that, I want to say maybe a collective conscious, to where, we all feel these emotions that we're feeling. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be an inspiration, and I want to give out hope to those that are younger than me, same age as me, and those that are older than me, because I feel, not because I feel, but, something I know, is that someone that's way younger than me, or just someone that's younger than me, can teach me something. And someone that's the same age as me, they can teach me something. And also someone that's older than me, or someone that's way older than me, they can teach me something. So I try to keep an open mind. I try to speak less. I try to listen more. Sometimes I can't listen more because I'm in teacher mode, I'm in life coach mode. I'm in motivational speaker and educator mode, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love you. Jesus loves you. You are completely and totally forgiven. Much love and much respect. My left, I don't know if this is coming up right on the camera, like if you're perceiving what I'm perceiving, but this is my left hand. My left and my right, my love and my respect. Yeah, I just did that. But anyway, peace.